welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, this time around in English as you may already have noticed, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, which will be Hitmaster Shooting Puzzle, Valve 2 and Escape Game 50 Rooms 1. My name is Jared, and as always I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course Arc Mouse, which is this one here. I'm going to use the Foldable keyboard, which is this one, you already know about that. And in general I would use the Xbox One as a wireless controller, which is this one, but I'm not going to use that in this episode because there are no games which are supporting that, so this one will stay aside for now. It's pretty damn hot today, so please bear with me if I'm a little bit sweaty or something. It's just not going to be preventable here. I think it's about 34 degrees of Celsius in this room right now, so bear with me about that. Yeah, and of course, other than that, as always, we are going to use the Lumia 950 XL, which is the smartphone here. It's of course a Continuum device, It's a Continuum enabled device with Windows 10 Mobile on it. It has a USB-C connector at the bottom, and with this USB-C connector we are able to connect it to this display port, which is at the side here, which is going to use a HDMI cable to connect to the TV, and like that we can have this desktop-like experience on the TV and can use it with our mouse and stuff, and it's just produced by our smartphone, of course. If you want to know more about Continuum and all of that, please have a look at the corner there. There are a couple of different other videos where I'm going to talk about that. And other than that, let's start with the first game. The first game is Hitmaster Shooting Puzzle. So let's have a look at that. For that I'm going to my all apps list here, and I'm going to hit Hitmaster Shooting Puzzle. Just to let you know, this game has a lot of different commercial stuff and advertisements and stuff like that in there. It's fun to play, but sometimes you just have to bear with it. So let's have a look at that. As you can see, you are more or less this guy, and he has this monstrous gun there, and he has to fight against other guys. They are not going to come for you or something, you just shoot them. The first level is really extremely easy, but he's going to try to redirect you to some kind of an advertisement there. As mentioned before, this is very ads heavy, and so you will have to bear with something like that. It's not that bad because you really can just click it away very fast and don't have to bear with it anymore. But just to let you know, there are pop-ups in here, there are these kind of first time play redirects and stuff like that. It's a little bit annoying, but anyway, just try it out. At first it's very easy to play. You just have to shoot on them. They have some kind of a bat or something, but they're not going to attack you or something. But you have only a couple of different bullets here for that, and you have to kill both of them. For instance, the guy who is going to be killed here, or who is going to be shot here, will more or less explode into smaller parts, and those will more or less fall around, and so we can solve this. So if I do that, thank you. He's going to fall apart, as I told you, and the parts will hit the other one here. So that is more or less what this game is all about. There are a couple of different other puzzles we are going to solve here, so let's level up again. Be aware that you really have to click once, otherwise you're going to hit one of the other parts here too. Very annoying. And here you see we have another puzzle. So first one, of course, shoot that one. Probably with a little bit of luck you're going to hit that guy below it, and like that you can easily win this game. Sometimes it's not going to happen, as now. So the good thing is you have enough bullets in this game to do it. Of course, the less bullets you're going to use, the more stars you're going to get. In the end, if you keep 1 or 2 bullets in your magazine, then everything is fine. You're going to get, in general, those 3 stars and elections there. Second one, just shoot through stuff like these wooden boxes and stuff like that. That's fine too, but there are some kind of different objects that are going to come up in this game. For instance, if I'm going to click here, and we are going to have some kind of a vertex-like force or something. So it's going to let your gunshots drill around them or turn around some kind of a vortex-like part. And as you can see, there are a couple of different options here to kill people. Can do that in general by just shooting, for instance, the objects below them, so they're getting out of banks and stuff like that. That will help, and of course other stuff like that. Sometimes they're going to be bolts, like in this case, which will roll if you fire on them, and then they might kill the other guys down there. If you do that, you can see it's a very slight acceleration there, more or less, but it's going to hit them in the final part at least. And there are a couple of different other things to explore here, so I would say just explore them by yourself. I'm not going to show you everything that's happening here, because there are always a couple of different other things going on, like this one, for instance. All is very physics-based, so it's fun to play. Try it out, and yeah, you just have to bear with all the advertisements. That's nothing I can get rid of. I don't even think you can buy yourself free from that. I'm not sure about that, but in general you just have to bear with it and yeah, click it away. The good thing is you can click it away, so it doesn't matter really. So the next game is called Ralph 2. Ralph 2, we already had Ralph 1 in this in one of the episodes, and this Ralph 2, just the second iteration of this game. It's more or less the same as the first one, but with more levels, and it's really fun to play if you like some kind of parts. As you can see, there are 3 different titles of this game there, and all of them are pretty amazing. I would highly recommend you to try at least the first one. The third one will be in this episode or mashup in future someday, probably, but whatever. So let's have a look. Ralph is more or less this little, I would say, cat-like character. I'm not sure what it is really, but something like that. And of course you can have a look at the info, you don't have to, and there are a couple of other things here, but the most important part is of course click on start. And if you do that, you're going to go to the selection part here, so you can select one of the levels in this case. I'm at level 3 at the moment, so you can go on and select more like that. And of course there are a couple of more levels available, and as mentioned before, there are a couple of different games available too. So let's have a look at level 3 now, why not? As you can... Whoa, that's new. Okay, so I have to turn around for that. Give me 1 second. As you can see, there are spikes coming behind us, so there are a couple of different new ideas in this game. Or in this level I haven't experienced till now. Navigation of Ralph is done more or less by the keyboard keys, or of course the on-screen buttons, but the keyboard keys for the arrow parts are going to be used, and the spacebar is necessary. That's more or less what you need. You can access different kind of power-ups with 1, 2, 3 and stuff like that, so that might be interesting too. But in general, let's try it again. Yep, 1, 2, and there we go. And as you can see, that's new, they're coming after us more or less. Good thing is, we can run away from them pretty easily. Wasn't too much to... Ooh, what was that? Not sure what that was. But as you can see, they're hunting us now, which is pretty bad. Okay. Damn. Let's try again. Okay. Ralph has a couple of different... as you already can see there, Ralph has a couple of different... lives, more or less. So... you can play it a couple of times, but as you can see, it's pretty hard now to run through this, especially with the different boxes which are going to be away, or fall down more or less, after a couple of different seconds more or less. So let's see if we can do this here. Just be aware that there are a couple of different parts you can collect here for more points and more lives and stuff like that, so power-ups are going to be there. And Okay. As you can see, Ralph can hit something with his little sword there, which is very important in many situations. You can hit different kind of enemies, for instance, with that. Oh, that was close. And as you can see, we have this kind of jump up style parts, and this seems to be the level. Okay. And we are in a new subsection of this level. Probably I will have to jump on it. I can't. I can't jump on that, I have to jump on the small one there. Let's see what's happening if I press on continue. Yeah, we are starting here again. Okay, so we are probably going to wait for that one till it's really up in the air, and then we are trying to jump on that. It's pretty not that easy if you ask me. But let's see, yeah, could do that. And there is another power up we got. Don't even know what that one is, if I remember correctly. It's something... Oh, okay, we are more or less fighting against some kind of... I would say something like a master part here. Interesting. Let's see what we can do here. Hello? Okay, going to die. That's a bad thing. So we might have to go back and try it again after that, because if that one is no longer turning up and down, there's nothing we can do against that. Let's try it again. Maybe if it's restarting, yeah, now it worked out. Okay. And I dropped that. Let's wait for it. Interesting, so in Ralph 2 there is something that wasn't in Ralph 3. As you can see, we have some kind of a boss fight here. Let's wait a little till the box is again there. And then just run into the lava and die. That's the best thing to do. Okay. You can use your mouse to fight guys, like this for instance. I wouldn't use spacebar for it, it's easier. And now let's see what we can do. I'm not even sure how to fight that monster there, because I don't know if he really had any kind of problem with me jumping on him or doing something. And the other guy wasn't really keen of having a bigger problem with dying from me too. So let's see if I can click on that. This does something, I'm not sure what exactly. Ah, okay. At least he is dying. Okay, that worked out. This is more or less an unlimited time or whatever. So you're not going to be killed in that kind of invincible fighting theme or whatever. And as you can see, like that is pretty easy to solve. And here we go. We have a score of 210,000 around that, and got that level right there. And then we are going to play level 4 and so on and so forth. I'm not going to play all of them now with you, but just try it out. It's really fun. You can see it has a little bit of a puzzle in there. And as you may already have noticed, you just have a couple of different very cool options, like the sword fight, like those different kind of portions you can use to, for instance, get invisible, get faster. I think flying is something that is going to happen there too, and stuff like that. And so just try it out. Ralph 2, really a cool game, I like it. Okay, so let's have a look at the last game in our mashup today. The last game is going to be Escape Room, or Rooms. escape game 50 rooms 1, so an escape room game. And we can go to the start menu to open that. And it's exactly what you might think of it. It's really just an escape game. I really like it. Somehow it's pretty hard to do in some situations. At least the other rooms behind that are going to be. There is going to be advertisements in there. Sorry for that. The good thing is, after a while you can click it away, but there are going to be two behind each other, so don't be fooled by that. That one is going to tell you, oh, I'm the game, but it's not really. So click it away, and now this is the game itself. Okay, so yeah, what is it? You are just going to try to get out of rooms here. So as you can see, there are a couple of different levels in here, many of them. And you are just going to try to get out of the different rooms with, yeah, more or less a couple of different hints and stuff you have to overcome here, so puzzles all over. And it's more or less like, yeah, let's say some kind of a seek and hide game, but it's not really like that. It's a little bit different because you really have one certain aim you're going to achieve here, and that is to open the door, and somebody locked you in and you have to try to get out. And the most interesting part of this game is you don't have any kind of clues, any kind of helps or something, so get through it, you have to fight your way out. It's not going to help you anybody. And yeah, so just go around. As you can see, you can move your mouse around, and there is not even something like a hint or an information that something is doable here. So just click on it and hope it's going to work. So as you can see, there are some kinds of zoomed ins and stuff like that too. If that is happening, you can go back here. And now just have a look at the different sceneries in this game, or in this room more or less. It's just this one room, and you have to go in and try to solve stuff. And as you can see, there's this 1P on here, which is helpful because I think over here there's a 2P. So that might be something we want to go to. Other than that, we can't click on anything here, so we are going to have a look at the boxes. Boxes are not going to help us. Here was this other zoom in part, but nothing that can help us there. And again, we get a couple of different advertisements in this game, so if that's going to happen. Always the same part there. And but what we can take, I think, is this one exactly. So we have some kind of a screwdriver or something, at least a part of it. And yeah, of course, I have played this, so we are going to have a look at this part too. And like this, you can, for instance, find more or less the grip of that one. And if you now take that, you can just open it. If it's something you can combine, you are just going to get this kind of pop-up window, and then you are just clicking on the other part, and it's going to be more or less combined with each other, and should give you what you want there. Then just click on it, and you are going to get it. Okay, so yeah, of course, I already know there are some screws, so try to open them. We have, of course, a screwdriver now, so we can just click on them to open this, and open this part. There is a remote control and some kind of a cable. And the good thing is, of course, we have some kind of a TV here. So what we want to do is, of course, we want to collect it, or set it up or do something with it, but that is not working, and so we are going to have to look for something we can put the cable in. And the good thing is, it's very, very hidden here, but there is some kind of option to click it in. And if you do that, you can use the remote control to activate it. Okay, so nice that we now see this image, but we don't know what to do with it until now. So good thing is we already have put up the 1P, so let's have a look at the second one, which is here. And as you can see, there are screws again, which might be openable or unscrewed by this screwdriver. And like this, we can see something that might help us here, because yeah, just to show you, I can manipulate this only in one direction, but it's possible to set that up in different ways. And as you can see, on the TV we got different kind of different kind of signs here. And it's advertising time again. So for that, just going to get rid of that. Okay. And as you can see, you got this kind of different options or different informations here. So what I would suggest you to do is just take some kind of a paper or something and write it down, because you can't see it if you're going to have to switch those around. Where did I put it? Interesting. Okay, so just take any kind of paper and draw it on your paper then. Because it's a little bit more troublesome than just setting this up. You will have to have the right definitions here. Because in this case, as you may already have noticed, the TV isn't standing straight up. It's more or less on the top, more or less, so it's upside down. And like that, we will have to work through that. And the good thing is, if for instance you put it on a paper as I did here, you can just, of course, turn that around and try it again. So now I'm going to go back onto this part. And now, as mentioned before, we can set it up like this, or we could set it up like this. Let's try it first like this. As you can see, it has more or less a couple of different options. I'm not sure at the moment if it's this one or the other one. We will see. For some of them I'm pretty sure, maybe. And those are the ones we are not exactly sure. But as mentioned before, it doesn't seem to be that easy. Okay. It was that easy, sorry. So this one is not standing upside down or something. So as you can see, first room is solved. We can go to the next one, and here is another kind of advertisement, of course. And again, sorry for that. Just click it away. And here is the second room, and you're going to have to solve that too. So just try to open this door. We can have a look at it. As you can see, there's this kind of key code card you're going to have to find here. And now just try to get the informations or the key card or whatever that is going to be here. I'm not going to tell you what is going to solve this room now. But as you can see, this is more or less a game. So escape the different rooms, and there are really many of them. So just try it out. It's fun if you like those kind of puzzle games. Okay, and that concludes this episode more or less. I hope you had fun with one or two of the games, or maybe three. And just try it out. They are really pretty nice games if you have a couple of minutes to play them, and you just have to get rid of some of the minutes there. Just try that. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And of course, if you have any kind of commentary, put them down below in the commentary section. I'm trying to more or less give you any kind of informations, or answer your comments, more or less all of them if I can. And other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. We will see us in the next episode next week, and so have a nice day, have a nice week, see you, and bye.